Hey Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Welcome to your love reading for November 1 through 15. We are going to jump right on in here and see what's going on for you guys. This is going to be first half of the month. So when we get closer to the middle of the month, I'll do the second half for November. And we're going to see what's going on here with you guys for love. So we'll do week 1. Here's your 3 cards for week 1. And then 3 cards for week 2. Alright. And we'll see what is going on for my earth signs. Alright, so beginning part of the month. You all have Ace of Swords. This is going to be Ace of Swords. This deck is different. It shows 1 instead of aces. But I have to say, guys, this is the perfect symbolism that I have ever seen in any deck for Ace of Swords. Because Ace of Swords is a new way of doing things. Ace of Swords is a new way of approaching a situation. And the swords have to do with our thoughts, okay? So it might be where it's time to move forward and it's time to disconnect from something. Like you're optimistic, you're ready for business, you're ready to find a better relationship for you, but something needs to be cut off. Something needs to go. So some of you are doing something where I don't want to see there's going to be pain involved because it's not necessarily pain, but it may not be pleasant to do, or it may be something that you've been putting off or delaying to do for a very long time. You're cutting away from something. You're leaving something behind you. You're doing things a different way. So for some of you, this could be negative thinking. The way that you're talking about yourself is changing, so you're having more confidence or being more positive as a result. Some of you are finally cutting cords. To me, I feel like this is cutting cords. You're cutting an emotional cord with an ex or somebody in the past that has hurt you. For some of you, it's family. For some of you, maybe like one of your parents put a lot of toxic stuff in your head about yourself, so it kind of gets in the way of your relationships and you don't like yourself or you don't trust people because of it. And you're cutting that out. You're cutting out that cord symbolically, obviously, so that you can move forward to better situations in your love life. Okay, next we have Queen of Swords, and yep, guys, earth signs, some of you are going through some mommy issues here, okay? So some of you are cutting away negative attachments or negative cords with your mom, okay? Some of you may have had moms who didn't feel super nurturing or super encouraging, or maybe you've had moms that were very critical of the people that you have dated, or they've left you kind of feeling, not intentionally, not like they did it on purpose, at least most of them, but they may have made you feel like if this person is interested in you, there's something wrong here. They're using you, they're playing you, they don't really like you for the real you, and they might criticize, and so all of a sudden, you know, you go through life with this thing of not being able to trust partners, or not being able to open up to people, or feeling like you're not good enough. And a lot of you in the beginning part of the month, you're just like, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm not going to think this way anymore. And I'm going to cut myself away, you know, symbolically, obviously, from that kind of energy, from that way of thinking, from that way of seeing myself. I'm not going to be trapped by that. For other ones of you, this card is not about a mom. This is about you, okay? This is about you or about somebody that you're dating. And so for some of you, you've really been disrespected. You have had somebody that's come in and made you feel like they're using you or they're playing you. And this person may be coming back around and you're having to lay it down and be like, nope, look, we're not even going to talk. I'm not even going to see your face. I'm not even going to be on the phone with you for 2 minutes because you have failed me time and time again. And if you are coming back into my life, you need to do A, B, and C. You need to prove A, B, and C to me. And until I see those changes, don't waste my time. So some of you are getting really I don't want to say bold, but you're over it. You're done. And you're like, if you're going to come at me, you're going to have to come at me the right way, or don't waste my time. Some of you are really laying down that boundary. Other ones of you are dealing with a person that you're dating who has this Queen of Wands energy. And, you know, they may be somebody who, again, like, they're very defensive, right? And you don't know how to get close with them. And this is somebody who's not going to be a warm, you know, nurturing person. They may be a little cold. They may be a little critical. They may be a little judgmental, but they've had to be because they haven't had a lot of support in their life, and they've had a hard life, and they've had like messed up things happen to them. So they're on the defensive. Okay. So you need to keep in mind that if this is a relationship that you're seeking with this person, you're going to have to keep in mind that this might not be a very like warm, cuddly person, right? For some of you, you might be in that energy, and so this might be saying that, you know, use it as a strength, but try to be balanced and try to bring some warmth into your situations, especially with love, or having to do with love situations. Okay, so here we have 9 of Wands, and 9 of Wands. I'm sorry, this kid in the back. This kid in the back is not having it. Like, what about me? You guys are ignoring me. I'm sorry, that made me laugh. This is a new deck, so I haven't seen all of these pictures, but I'm loving it. This is, what is this one? This is the Romantic Tarot. Okay, I love this deck. 9 of Wands is feeling defensive. Like, 9 of Wands is like you're not feeling safe. You're feeling threatened in some way. Okay, so maybe this is some little girl, and, you know, I don't know if it's mom or dad. Somebody might be bringing like step parent home, and they're like, oh, you're forgetting all about me. I'm chopped liver. So in love, some of you might be feeling threatened or defensive a little bit. So your partners, for some of you, maybe some of you, your partner is making changes, or, you know, you might be wondering if they're still in this for you, or if they still want you, or if they're looking for somebody else. Or you may be feeling in some way that there's something about the relationship, especially those of you who are in this Queen of Swords energy. Like, you're being a little bit more protective of yourself as people are coming into your life. The thing about 9 of Wands, though, it's always going to let you know, or 9 of Canes in this case, that you have seen a thing or two. You're pretty smart. You've had a lot of experiences, so you know how to protect yourself. You know the red flags to look for, right? And so here, like a little kid, you know, like little kids are very good at seeing through people sometimes. You know, they might be like, oh, I don't trust this guy. This guy's a loser or whatever. Like that kid is picking up on something, right? So you need to learn to trust your instincts and act accordingly. And as long as you're not ignoring red flags, you're going to be fine. You're going to be okay. You know what the red flags are. You've seen them before. You've had all kinds of lousy people try to get at you in your life. You know how to shut it down. You know how to handle it. Don't ignore it, and you'll be okay. You don't have to worry so much about getting hurt. All right, coming into the second week, we have 4 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles could be fear. It could be you're afraid of losing things. It could be you're afraid of things going wrong. But more importantly, it could be like you needing space, or you not being ready to open up to somebody, or you're dealing with somebody who's not opening up to you. You might be dealing with someone that's kind of being a mirror for you. Like, you might not realize how guarded you've been, and now you're dealing with somebody who's very guarded. And you might start having these aha epiphanies, or these aha moments that, you know what? I do that too. Like, you might start understanding why the person's that way because you do that too, and maybe you didn't realize that you did that before. For some of you, you could be dealing with a partner who's a little bit jealous, a little bit possessive, a little bit clingy because of their own insecurities. Or you may find that a relationship is like bringing the insecurities up in you, and you don't like it. Like, you don't like feeling jealous or clingy, and you might be trying to work on that aspect of yourself. And again, a lot of that is going to come back to like the thoughts that you have about yourself in your head. And the more that you're feeling good about yourself, the less you're going to have the insecurity or the clinginess. But some of you, I feel like, are just needing space. You want to date, you want to have a partner, you want to be in a relationship, and you're working on it, but you just feel like you need space. Next, we have, what is this? 10 of Swords. So some of you are ending something, you know, maybe after the space, maybe after the time that you've had, You know, you've thought, you've set down your boundaries, you're looking at the red flags, you're taking the time away, and now you're like, I don't want to do this anymore. I think some of you are saying goodbye to a soulmate or to a type of person that you keep repeating. Like, you may have had this cycle, like, why do I always end up with this kind of jerk? Or why do I always end up with this kind of a narcissist? Or whatever it might be. It's finally coming to an end. Like, you're putting it to a rest. I think a lot of you are coming at it with a very spiritual viewpoint where you're like trying to be in gratitude for what it's taught you and how it's helped you to grow, and the experiences that you've had, but you're ready to let it go. You know, it's time for it to go. It's gonna move on. It's gonna be done. You're not gonna do it anymore. Some of you are just tired. You're just tired. You just got to a point where it's not even about being strong. You just got to a point where like, I can't do this anymore. Not going to deal with this kind of person, right? But we already said Nine of Wands is about like you've been through it all. And now you're like, I'm not doing it anymore. I've been through it all. Not going to repeat this cycle. Not going to repeat this pattern. So you're ending a toxic pattern in your love life, a lot of you, which is super exciting, Earth signs. Your outcome here, or like what's going to be happening around the 15th or the middle of the month, is Two of Swords. Two of Swords is after you make a decision that you're done and you're not going to do this anymore. Like, you just made your decision that, you know, you're not going to deal with this. You may be taking a little bit of a time out, or you may be telling yourself, I'm not going to rush into dating. Some of you may have a new opportunity already. Some of you, you're forgetting about somebody, or you're saying no because somebody else is showing you, maybe a friend in your life or somebody that's been pursuing you or showing interest in you. It's helped you to realize that you deserve better, but you may not be ready to jump into a relationship with them right away. You just might be like, look, I just need a little bit of a pause. We can be friends. We can, you know, continue our friendship. And then when I'm ready, if I'm ready, I'll let you know. So I do think that some of you do have some kind of person in your life that's trying to tell you, like, look, you don't have to wait. We can be together. I'm not going to be that way with you. I'm going to be a good partner. And you're just like, look, I don't want to do that right now. I don't want to look. I've been through enough. I don't want to look at that part of my life right now. I don't want to rush into a relationship. I just kind of want to stay how things are right now in this moment. And that's where you are, the beginning part of the month, Earth signs, or yeah, the beginning to the middle of the month. You should check out your moon sign and rising sign too, because there might be more information in there for you, especially since this is a general reading. This is not going to resonate with every single person. Sometimes your moon sign and rising sign will resonate with you more. You may need a private reading. Reach out and let me know. The weekly zodiac reading for each sign might resonate with you more. You know, I do a reading every single week, so check out the other videos I have posted. Hit subscribe and notification. You'll get a notification when the next videos are up. The weekly video and the love video for the rest of November. And let me know if I can give you a private reading, guys. I'd be very happy to. Thanks for watching.